except when I'm talking to a whole lot of people. You go to secondary school, and again, I also know you went to the prison yard not so long ago. You do all this as if you were even the MSSN. Sometimes I feel that if I'm here, I will have problem with you. Because you are taking my role, my duty. You want to be the one known. You have your Facebook page, Femsa. You run independent program. And that is my only advice is whenever you want to do things, plan it very well and inform they call it Dama board. So you always have, so Amir will not feel that you are challenging his authority. And I don't know if that is already happening. So that we will not, because when we praise you, you must not let the praises get into your hands and then be somebody that لا تعجبن لقدارنا قد صالح ولكل قوم ناقة وقدرها. Do not be when you guys say Kudaru Put this idea, I must say, just imagine it was MSSN that organized that program you did. So I must give you that accolade. That personally I like it. Though I was busy, I chose not to attend. Because I see you are very close to me now. But then present it, interact well, and you must be concerned about your constituency. I mean those in your faculty. After saying this, today, like I told you, I have 4 lectures. But you asked me to discuss things that can take very long hours. I have chosen to summarize the points into about 4 or 5. Today, you said I should discuss the Muslim graduate as an agent of positive change. Diagnosing this your topic, it passes a whole lot of messages. The first one is that the Muslims that graduate, so we have other Muslims that are yet to graduate. And I heard the coordinator saying not so long, the undergraduate. Because he is already a graduate, the Allah bless his graduation. Yes, how will somebody not be called a graduate when they are done in Agbada? I must also make it, if the Nakiba is not married, let the union complete. Because somebody saying from beginning, and then let it end well. Okay? It's not bad. It's not bad. I have a friend that they are also Nakiba, and Allah bless it. So some people will talk, but you know that when you were serving, it was good. It just a by talk, a side talk. But the truth is, if somebody is doing good, what is the reward for good? I think you can hear me. I like it this way. The reward of goodness, al jazaa'ul ihsani. So, except if for other reason, Al-Albani told us about the authenticity of this hadith. He said there is nothing better between two people that likes themselves. He didn't use the word love. Nothing better in relationship between two opposite sex that likes themselves except marriage. So if you feel that it is also within what you can do, let people say, bad job, leave them. It is only for 3 months or 4 months. Allah will bless that one too. I'm not proposing for you.
Neither am I saying, but I say it is also something better. Oh, she also bought new niqab today. Having said this, the Muslims graduate as agents of positive change. Good, we have changes that are not positive. The society is moving towards destruction, and it is obvious. While I'm still a member, but I chose to be a silent member. I'm a member of dress code committee of the university. But the faculty I hate to go is your faculty.
Subhanallah.
The worst dressed, and interestingly, I hope we will not have anybody that bears that name here. When you get anyone, it is Belau. It is I hope I don't have Shifa also. The one they said is moderately dressed to me is not correct. So I just choose that, okay, I will be walking beside them. Then the rest I don't even go. But out of this lot, we have you. When we talk in our own time, the worst dressed faculty is always faculty of social sciences, especially accounting and economics. Of finance is just new. So that when we complain here, they said, hope you did not go to many campus. If you see them, but I do know it comes to education. So that somebody that wants to be a teacher is now cheater because of what they do. And the society is already going again to doom just because of what people do. Allah said in Surah Rum, ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس ليذيقهم بعض الذي عملوا ولعلهم يرجعون. He said, fasad is everywhere. You see, why I choose to say fasad may be due to several reasons. One of it is that there is no one word that can translate fasad. Just mention all the delinquencies. It will be inside the word fasad. Bribery, corruption, prostitution, cheating, killing, fasad. Because when angels want to tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about us, أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَنْ يُفْسِدُ, they are still talking about fasad. So when you do adultery, it's also fasad. When you kill others, it's fasad. If you eat other people's wealth, fasad. If you collect salary without doing the duties required of you, it's also fasad. And the greatest fasad is to associate worship to Allah. Shirk. ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر. Sometimes the repercussions of fasad is also called fasad itself. That is why the punishment that accompany doing fasad, sometimes we call it fasad. Allah said it is because of what you do. Allah has so perfected creation of man. And shaitan said, Allah said in that this خَلَقْتُ عِبَادِي حُنَفَاءَ ثُمَّ اجْتَالَتْهُمُ الشَّيَاطِينَ. I have created my servant to be free from shirk. You are created pure. But shaitan said, no. Not that it challenges the authority of Allah, but it tells you that I know their ability and I will make them see the reason why they will not earn your blessings. Not only on life, on the day of resurrection. When you take indices, there are some places that you call places of fasad. That is why in Islam we have Darul Islam, Darul Harb. Go to the US, we say, hey, may Allah protect your religion. Go to UK, we say, may Allah protect your religion. But that doesn't mean people in the US will not get admission to paradise. Go to Saudi, we say, MashaAllah, Al-Jannah door is open. But do you mean that everybody in Saudi is going to paradise? So it's telling you that, but now the funniest thing is that those attributes is being transferred from the corrupt places to where there is no corruption. I was with one of my sheikh, Professor Dr. Eleshi yesterday, and we're talking about Tanke during his own, youthful age. Said Tanke, they hate to come. You can count the number of people in Tanke during his own youthful age. Tanke, they are now up to maybe 200 people. Before you get to a village, you will pass through a whole dense plantation. Plantation is also a coordinated planting. You say just bushy area without economic viability. But when I now reside in Tanke, of course I've been there. When I finally reside in Tanke at around 2007, 2008, the people in my locality, Sarah, used to say, "An losi Lorin, Omandagberi Lorin," when they want to leave Tanke. Even as around 2007, 2008. But now, where do you know it's in Ilorin now? Some people have not even been to Ilorin. It is only Tanke they know, and that's place they call Ilorin. That is where I'm going. Now, when you want to talk, when I deliver lecture elsewhere, people say, "Those stars want to bring our child to you to come and learn." But the first question I would say, how is he? If he is the one that is troublesome, don't bring him or her to Tanke. Because he is not, I'm here with you now. He may be at home. That environment now is corrupted. And the corruption is in level. If you live at the gate, you are more corrupted. If you live at Okyodo, you are super corrupt. If you are at Sarab, you are middle, between and between. Yes, I'm always between. We are not, you also know this. I want to discuss with somebody yesterday between Zura and Asr, and I cannot stand. Because of, I said, we are in this place together. If you now want to see all these that come about, it is because of this university. Economic viability, yes, but the moral indices is at the very low. Now, being a graduate, today, people don't want to work again. I am surprised, not too surprised, because when you are happy, you are done it. But anybody that dresses like our coordinator today, you must believe that this one is not a student. This one is already earning in dollars. Yes, because he's working. Many people now want to be a graduate and still sit at dock. Wants to get money from anywhere, but don't want to work. This is also a problem. That's why I tell people that sit down to be trading in crypto, you will cause a problem in the world that everyone will be rich and will be poor. How? I have my own, they said one Bitcoin now is about $55,000. $65,000 puts to Nigerian currency, you're already a millionaire. Now if every one of us asks, who is going to repair my car? Who is going to be, if everybody has it already, and truly, if we continue in this trend, it will be. You can even that. One person came to my office, a student, and I said, you appear not bothered by, he said, truly, I'm not bothered. I said, what do you mean? You don't appear to be a rich man. I said, we don't project ourselves. What do you mean? He said, I think I can pay the salary of even the vice chancellor. I said, what? He said, I have up to 200 Bitcoin. 200 Bitcoin? You? I said, what is the meaning of that? Then the way you will laugh, all the students that followed him, that were with me, they just busted into laughter. That's why I knew it was around last year that it was 55,000, but now you told me it's what? 65. Say this one, $55,000 times 200 is already in the list, and you see him around. Now, it will get to an extent. You'll be buying NFT, you'll be buying things that doesn't exist. When everybody will now be faced with that crackdown, there will be a problem. But yet, people don't want to. It's another challenge. No vocations except how to be smart in theft, thuggery, and also doing all sorts of things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibits. These are what the situation you found outside. Being a Muslim graduate, agent for change, a positive change. But the truth is, we did not have it from creation this way. It happened along the way. How do we bring about the changes? The government, naturally, they are trying by policy. And I know as educationists, you know about different policies that government promulgates. But the only problem we have is that when government promulgate laws, they are the ones that contravene the laws first. That is why it seems ineffective. If you read from your policies, even on education, you will know that this one, when it is properly implemented, there will not be problem in the society. Today we decide not to accept 934, but it's in the law. It is 6334 that we still operate. Do you know that government say you must just go to school 9 years compulsory? All of you know this. If you want to register your school, that I want to register it as basic 1 to 9, government will not register you. They say do 6 first. They now register 3 years. I said, come on, you said basic 1 to what? Basic 9. It means that the law they even put forward, they too will not buy it. That is the simplest of all. But the one that made the law or to enforce the law will be the breakers of the law. And that is why, as Muslims, our own attitude to what is obtainable outside should be different. Allah categorizes people to 3. We know things are wrong. There may be one set of people that did not believe something is wrong. In Surah Al-A'raf, Allah said, what do we belong? Who is going to, I want to put the text forward. Third to the last page. وَيَوْمَ يَسْبِتُونَ لَا تَأْتِيهِمْ. Who is going to help me open that? كَذَلِكَ نَبْلُوهُمْ بِمَا كَانُوا. Nobody. Allah says in Surah Al-A'raf, He said, the people of the book, especially the Jews, were distributed or categorized into 3. Those that used to go for fishing on the day Allah said do not fish, and that is on Saturday. Allah told them not to fish. They will now set the net on Friday, come back on Sunday because fishes would have been trapped. Then some people say, hey, this thing you are doing is not good. It is still fishing on Saturday. They said, who goes? All of us are at home. We went, set the net, the trap on Friday, and come to pee on Sunday. So we are at home on Saturday. Then some people say, لِمَا تَعِذُونَ قَوْمًا اللَّهُ مُهْلِكُهُمْ أَوْ مُعَذِّبُهُمْ عَذَابًا شَدِيدًا قَالُوا مَعْذِرَةً إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ وَلَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ. Then some set of people say, leave them. They did not participate. The one that set the nets, those that prohibited them, that don't do it, this is a way to destruction. And the third category of people are those that said, leave them, Allah will destroy them. Leave them. Why are you telling them not to go? Are you not aware that Allah is seeing everybody and He knows how to deal with these people? How many categories are there now? Of course, the sinners and those that prohibited the sinner, And the third one are those that say, leave them. What they are doing is not good. Leave them for Allah. Don't be judgmental. Oh, not even don't be judgmental. Judge them, but don't prohibit them. Let them go and face their destruction by themselves. And this is the situation you are. In your class, you saw one Zebura too. Do we have a name like that? Let me call her Zebura. That Zebura dressed, yet she is undressed. Then a sister approached her and said, what is this? Allah doesn't like this. Then another sister said, leave her. Let Allah punish her. When she starts to have AIDS now, she will know. You know, the two sets of people at the rear were not, they are not in line. They don't support what she is doing. But one was forward, and the other one was, restrained or chose not to talk. Even go to the extent of prohibiting the one who lectures. Allah described these three people in the Quran. He said, فَلَمَّا جَاءَ أَمْرُنَا أَنْجَيْنَا الَّذِينَ يَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ السُّوءِ وَأَخَذْنَا الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا بِعَذَابٍ بَئِيسٍ بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْسُقُونَ. Allah said, when our law, when our order comes to destroy those people that are involved in fasad, Allah said, أَنْجَيْنَا الَّذِينَ يَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ السُّوءِ. We save those that are prohibiting people from destruction. Àwọn oníwàásí lálàkó bẹ́ẹ̀, we save them. وَأَخَذْنَا الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا. But those fasad people and those that are not prohibiting them, but they know that that action is bad, Allah destroy them too. Do you understand that? I don't know if I'm able to bring it home. Scholar says Allah did not mention what happened to those people that did not prohibit them. Allah did not mention. They said the simplest thing that can happen to you for not prohibiting evil is that you will be forgotten with history. Ain't that? You will be forgotten with history. You will not have a name. While those that are involved in fasad are destroyed, you that you did not prohibit them from fasad, you will be forgotten. But the only people that will have name are those who stand that evils must not raise